The second in our series of web tutorials on how to use the DistrictBuilder application is on understanding your editing environment and using the set map layers and map editing toolbars. You have chosen a plan type and you are now on the map editing page. There are several important sections of this page to note. The main part of the page is the map editing environment itself. On the map itself, you can see some standard map zoom controls. If you've ever used web mapping tools like Google or Bing Maps, these will look familiar to you. Across the top of the page, you will see several toolbar options. The first is the Set Map Layers panel. This allows you to choose from several thematic map options to display on the screen and guide you as you draw your plan. The second tool panel is the Map Editing toolbar. This toolbar contains the basic select and assign tools you will be using for the majority of your editing session. The third toolbar is the Districts Tools toolbar. This toolbar gives you the editing tools that you need to help you manage districts you've already drawn. And finally, on the right is the Statistics toolbar. This panel gives you constantly updated demographic and geographic statistical feedback about your plan as you draw, helping you make well-informed decisions about your editing process. Let's go back to the map zoom tools. In the case of New York, you begin your editing session zoomed to the full extent of the state boundary. You can see the boundaries of the current legislative districts as indicated in orange. You can also see the underlying county geographies. If you were to start editing at this zoom level, you would be selecting and assigning whole counties to legislative districts. As you zoom in, you will notice that the geographies change from counties to voting tabulation districts, or VTDs. If you choose to edit at this zoom level, you will be selecting and assigning voting tabulation districts to legislative districts. Zoom in even further, and the editable geography that becomes available is a much smaller geography of census blocks. I'm going to zoom back out to the full extent of the map. Now let's click on the Set Map Layers button. In this panel, you can see that you can set a thematic map for various levels. The first option is to select a thematic map for your geography level. My options are to have no thematic map by county at this point, total population, to show my counties by Black voting age population, Hispanic or Asian voting age population, or the average Democratic vote. This will change according to the implementation of DistrictBuilder. In the case of New York, these are the options the administrator has chosen. I'm going to choose total population. The second option is to choose a thematic map for your districts. I'm going to turn off the thematic map for my districts at this point so that you can see the underlying county thematic map a bit better. As you can see, the county thematic map is a grayscale map. If I click on my Map Legend button here at the bottom of the map, I'll get a legend that explains what each of the colors mean. In the case of the county, the darker the color, the more highly populated the map. The lighter the color, the more rural or less populated. I'm going to click on my Map Legend button to turn the legend off and go back to my Set Map Layers toolbar. Next, I'm going to choose a district thematic map. I can view my districts by how compact they are, a scale of total population, or whether or not they are contiguous. In this case, I'm going to choose total population again so that I can view whether my districts, or how closely my districts meet my target population goal. The third option is to choose a reference layer. We'll get to that in a later demonstration. If I click back on my map legend, I can now see that the district thematic map that shows me how closely I've met my target population, which in the case of New York congressional districts is 717,707 people per district. I can see that if a district is showing up as clear, it means I have in my target range of total population for that district. If it's orange, it means I'm over my target, and blue, it means I'm under my target. The second toolbar we're going to cover in this session is the Map Editing toolbar. This toolbar contains all of the select and assign tools that you'll be using to draw your districts. As you can see, the toolbar defaults to being set to the pan tool. Anytime a tool is selected, it's in blue. If I click on my map now and drag it, I will be panning across my map. The second option is the Info tool. This tool allows me to click on a geography, in this case a county, and gives me a bit more information about that particular geography. This county is Wayne County, and it gives me a number of demographic statistics about the county. We're going to cover the selection tools at this point. The single select tool allows me to select a single geography. I'm going to click on Wayne County, and as you can see, the county is now highlighted in yellow, meaning it's selected. If I want to select more than one geography at a time, I can click on the rectangle or polygon select tools. The rectangle tool allows me to click on the map and drag a rectangle open. Any county that intersects or geography that intersects with that particular rectangle will be highlighted and selected. If I choose to use the polygon select tool, I can click on my map and draw a free-form polygon to encompass all of the geographies I want to select. I'm going to go back to the single select tool and select a county. I now need to choose an assignment tool. The first assignment tool I'll show you is the drop-down district menu. I know that this county is in District 24, but I would like to assign it to District 25. I can go to my drop-down menu and select 25, and it will automatically assign it to District 25. The software is now recomputing all of the districts, recomputing the population of each district according to the new assignment. It's now telling me that District 25 is non-contiguous, meaning that this county does not actually connect with District 25. In many places, this is not legal. I'm going to select that county again and reassign it to District 24, this time by using the click and drag tool. As you can see, the cursor now is a four-way arrow. If I click on my selection, I can move it to District 24, and it will reassign to District 24. The software is now computing the statistics, and as you can see, the boundary has been redrawn around that county. District 24 now has the full population of this county assigned back to it. And as you can see, the population has changed here in District 24, and District 25 is now listed as contiguous again. If I know that I'm going to be assigning counties or other geographies to a particular district for some time, I can anchor my selection from the drop-down tool. If I select this county and I again want to assign it to District 25, I can anchor my district, go to 25, I'm going to click and drag it this time. The next time I select something, it should automatically assign it to that district. As you can see, the software is taking a bit longer to compute the statistics. I chose a very highly populated county, as well as a less populated county to assign to the district. It now has redrawn the District 25 boundaries around those two counties, and as you can see, District 25 is now well over the target population that I'm aiming for of 717,000 people. I'm going to select another county, and because I've anchored my district to 25, it's automatically computed without me actually clicking and dragging or selecting from the drop-down. As you can see, District 25 continues to grow in population as I add counties to that district. In the next session, we'll cover the district tools and the statistics panel.